As the leader of the Booner Path, I lead from the front.
All right, boys. Lock in.
It's our core foundation, man. Grit.
I'm fired up. I'm fired the up, boys.
It's pumping right now. It's got my juices pumping, boys.
Welcome to Crunch Time Sports with Jeff and Booner. It is Tuesday, July 15th. We are back. All right. And by the way, if you haven't gotten your training camp tickets, I don't know what to tell you.
I got them.
We got in the queue. Locked up some training camp days. The boys will be out there. I cannot wait. We've gone every year the last couple of years. We're going again. Handful of dates. Me, Boone, we'll be out watching some Lions football, man. I think we got like 4 different days. So we'll be out there.
We got 6 days. We'll be out there for 6 days.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's going to be exciting. I cannot wait. So those tickets, if you got them, let us know the days you're going. We're pretty much going pretty much every day. I don't know if we're going to the joint practice ones. I don't think that
we got the 2 joint practice ones.
Okay, so
that's
every day.
2 of the 6.
We'll be there every day that they're out there.
There are days we will not be there. Like there are like Lions members days we won't be there then. But
yeah, except for those.
Unless we're not Lions members, so unless anyone is and wants to give us some tickets, but 6 days feels like enough for the fellas.
Yeah, it'll be if you got them. I saw people were on Twitter saying they didn't get them. I don't know how that all that works. When I got in the queue, there was 2,000.
Yeah, I will be honest. I don't think people can complain about.
No, there's so
tickets
many
this year. No, there's a lot. And what they did, I tried to explain it to some people because a lot of people were like complaining they weren't able to get multiple days. They weren't able to do this. People complain like, listen, this is the world you live in where it's like, hey, if you're going to complain about something and they try to find a solution about it, you can't complain about the solution. Do you know what I mean? So like the last couple of years, everyone's complaining like, oh, the tickets are all out. There's not enough tickets left. We were in queue and the tickets sold out. You know what? In the past, you were able, I don't know if people knew this, like we did it. You're able to go in and get up to 4 tickets every single day, like 20 plus tickets. So then other people weren't able to get them. Like it ended quicker. This year, they said every account only gets 4 tickets. And you get to disperse them with that whatever day you want. So I just don't think a lot of people knew that. And then once they got to 4, it was just like now just people are just complaining like, oh, I can't get this day. It's like, yeah, because you used all 4 of yours on Monday. We have ways around it. We figured out. We have a big crew. We have a lot of different accounts. We went in there and with a couple different accounts and got ourselves some tickets for some days.
Well, after I got tickets, I refreshed and got back in the queue just to see. There was 13,000 people.
Crazy, dude. That's why I called you. Or I called you first thing in the morning. I said, you got to be. It starts at 10. Got to be on at 9:30 because they open it up early, and you just got to sit there. And the Purple Prince said, "Booner, you outed yourself." How did I out myself?
Yeah. What?
How did I rig the system?
We had different people.
We have a crew of, we have a company here with multiple people. We have multiple Lions and Ticketmaster accounts.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fair. I don't think that's like rigging. That's just smart.
By the rules. It's by the rules.
Purple Prince, how many people live in your house? Go make however many accounts there is there.
Yeah, how many people you have in your house? Go get that many tickets. Or get that, having everyone get 4 tickets.
Yeah, that's pretty simple, actually. It was. Some people were really panicking. I saw on Twitter.
I saw that too. At least we're there. So we'll be out there. And also news came out today. Jared Goff, officially a father. Officially. So
congratulations, man.
Shout out to JG, man.
It's unbelievable.
I'm here. So JG, right after that quarterback documentary, finally has his child. So good for JG, man. He's got a family now. He already has the dad bod. So it's more just now at this point. Now he's just a dad. Dad with a dad bod. So
can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Can anyone help me pronounce the name of the baby?
It is Romy.
Romy. Is it Rami or Romy? How do we do it? Romy?
Rami? That's
Romy?
I think it's Romy. That sounds more
Okay.
Could
If
be
anyone
wrong.
knows. Yeah, I was trying to figure it out today.
Brendan Miller says, "Hey boys, can I get a shout out for Barb, a fallen Lions fan, right before the stream?" Hey, shout out to Barb.
Shout out Barb.
Yeah, Brendan. That's tough. So shout out Barb, man.
That's sad. Shout out Barb.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
That's
Not good at all, man.
This year, Super Bowl this year for Barb. That's what's happening.
Yeah, what if for Barb now? Lions players, you know what to do. Win the damn Super Bowl for Barb. R.I.P. Trey, you gotta drop an R.I.P. Barb in the chat for Brennan there. But we have we got a pack show today. A lot of.
Can I ask a question? I'm sorry, I
go
didn't the Jared Goff stuff.
What about it?
Players play better after they have their first child, correct? Like that's a thing. Become a dad. You're playing for something more than yourself at that point. Like it's like you have a family to protect. You have a family to make some money for.
Yeah.
You didn't sound.
It sounds right. I mean, it sound when you say it out loud, it sounds right. It sounds right. It would be he. I don't know what does that mean that he played at MVP level last year with no kid. I don't know.
Well, we talked about it last night. Like, what do the stat lines look like this year? I think like the fact that he just had a kid, it's like that might put it up to like 5,040 and 6 in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that might be MVP. You know, maybe last year he flirted with it. Now that he has a kid, he might win MVP.
Would you like to take back what you said yesterday then, after knowing today's news?
No, I didn't say anything bad. I just said 4,500 yards is a great year. And you're like, no.
You said 4,000. You said 4,000.
Well, I said I would say about 4,000 passing yards.
Would you like to take that back?
If you want to go 4,500, that's fine. Okay, we'll go 4,500. That's fine. All right. Is that okay?
That's perfect. That's all I just wanted to hear, man. Especially after a kid, dude. You can tell me this man first year after having a daughter that he's not going to go out there 4,500. Like, what are we doing here? Come on. He has something to play for now.
I did see your I mean, the yards do line up for you. I did see the yard breakdown on Friday. I mean, you had a lot of guys playing pretty well.
They lined up though, and I had extra. I had like 600-700 extra. Yeah,
dispersed. You did say for Tesla, for Patrick. You did say
Caleb doing the math for my yards.
Dude, that was
one of the most ridiculous. That he had just an extra 600 yards just sitting there. I'm like, where did that come from, dude? He goes, yeah, that was my math, man. He was so disappointed in himself.
Yeah, first I didn't see you wrote total yards, so I was like, okay, because I saw 2,000-yard backs and 3,000-yard receivers, and I was like, hold on.
My numbers made sense. Like if you put that out, it makes sense. D-Mont to have 700, 200 or 300 receiving, like it all makes sense, man.
By the way, side note, Shamar Stewart went back to college. I did see.
No,
he's practicing at Texas A&M.
He's probably just like staying ready, to be honest. And people were like, "Oh my gosh, he's back in College Station." So I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of NFL players that go back to their colleges and practice until the training camp starts.
Well, it's not just the second round picks with the contract disputes, which Tate Ratledge, we're going to see what happens with that. But there's other players getting paid. Another Jets player who won Defensive Rookie of the Year over Aiden in the same class. Sauce Gardner, Detroit native. He has agreed to terms on a 4-year, $120 million extension, making him the highest paid corner in NFL history. $30 million per year annually. He has 2 years left on his contract, and now he just signed for 4 years. So he's got 6 years left on his deal. Got $1 million more than Stingley.
Can I as well, just real quick, just human side of things, shout out to my boy Alante, who actually negotiated the deal for Sauce. Alante is Sauce's brother that I went to school with. Unbelievable dude. Keeping it in the family, I think, is one of the coolest things in the world for Sauce to do. Like, his brother's essentially his agent.
And he got a cut of that, for sure.
Yeah, and AJ Vander, Gary V's brother also is involved in it, but Alante was kind of a big part of that. And I think that's the coolest thing. So shout out to Alante, shout out to Sauce, man. It's unbelievable. That's a lot of money though, dude. 120 a year or for 4 years, the highest paid corner. That's what a deal, man. That's unbelievable. It's insane.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
He deserves it. And I guess it brings up a question, like these guys in Aiden's class are getting extensions, man. Like Sauce, another one. They were the two best defensive players in that class. And Sauce just got paid. So it raises the question, not only when will Aiden get the deal, but what's going on? Does this put hey, Sauce just got paid. The Jets are trying to pay everyone early, which I understand, especially the players they like and they want to build around. But then you got Aiden over here. It's kind of my fault because yesterday I put him last on the guys to get extended. So even I'm like, I'm just my prediction, not what I want. I would lock him up today. But just what I think will happen. I don't think he'll get the deal quicker than the other guys. But it does kind of raise the question. It's like,
I'm interested.
What's the holdup?
You know what actually kind of not worries me, but worries me? I didn't think he was going to break the market, reset the market, Aiden Hutchinson. Seeing Sauce do it, and I know Sauce, you can argue. I mean, he's top 5, right? Top 5 corner, top 3. But obviously Patrick Surtain just won Defensive Player of the Year as a corner.
He's the best corner.
So you're sitting there and you're going Sauce. As of now, you're probably not putting as the number 1 corner in the NFL.
No, I would.
So my thought was because Hutch isn't the best, there's no way he breaks the market and kind of resets it all. I wouldn't be shocked if that happens now, just because of that today, to where Hutch's team, and they're probably already have a deal. You would hope close to a deal done, but the fact that this comes out today, his team can just take it back to the Lions and say, hey, this guy in the same draft class who's considered one of the best in his position, just like Aiden, just reset the market. Why can't Hutch do it? And I think that conversation's going to come up, or if it hasn't already. I'm worried about it. I don't think I'm the biggest Hutch fan. You know this, Jeff. I love Aiden Hutchinson. I think you need to get him at 37. I think that's the max is 37. I don't think you can go in the 40s, man. And I know the money's going to look a lot better in a year or two after you do it, but you the first deal coming off a major injury, you can't give him 40 plus over Myles Garrett as the highest edge rusher. That's great. Is that not crazy?
No, I think I see what you're saying, because with defensive ends, it's a clear cut one. Corner's been rotating. Sauce was the best corner. And then Patrick had the year he had. But with edge, it's Myles or TJ Watt. There's not really, no one's going to argue Hutch is better than those guys. You can't.
But
so I get
what do you always say when you talk about contracts? You're actually the one that brings it up.
It's not always the best. It's who's next.
And you also say it's a projection. You're paying based off of what you think they're going to do, not what they've already done.
The injury does kind of,
There's a new chat member, by the way, Caleb Iafrate hooker. That threw me off a lot. I was like, who is that?
Wow.
That one really threw me off.
Hooker. What a name, by the way. Resign Gibbs now instead. He's better than Hutch at his position and cheaper. Take Iafrate out of your fucking name, man. Take it out. Take it out. I don't know, unless you're an Iafrate, actually. Then shout out to you.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's it's your pops or something.
Well, if it is, then salute.
Respect.
But he said, "Suck on that." Okay. No. This is where we have it. And then your last name's Hooker, so it has to be a troll. I don't know. Or Caleb is in there.
Is there a Caleb Iafrate out there?
I don't know. There's a lot of Iafrates out there. There is a lot of Iafrates out there. But that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Sign Gibbs now. No. You're signing Aiden. But I get what you're saying though, but I wouldn't pay him 40. 37 is a good number. I'm cool with that. I think it's a good number. It's a crap ton of money. What would that put him? Top 3?
Yeah. No, maybe top 5. Yeah, top 3. Hold on, let me bring it up.
Because the only one I know is Myles making 40. I don't know who's right behind him.
Hold on. But
that sounds about fair.
Seconds.
That sounds about fair, to be honest with you.
Average right now is Myles Garrett at 40. He would be second.
Yeah.
An average annual value. He would be second in an average salary. It's literally Myles Garrett 40, and then Danielle Hunter is 35.6. Max Crosby's 35.5. The problem I run into a lot is Max Crosby got paid this offseason. It's not like he got paid multiple off seasons ago. So I don't see how the same offseason those two get paid. Max has done more than Hutch, and Hutch gets paid more. I don't like that. Doesn't logically, when you're talking about like agents wise and all of that, and if you're Brad, you're like, no, what are you talking about?
Do you think that's got to be the holdup then? Like
I think so. You would think.
Like you got to aim high. You got to, if you're a Hutch's agent, you got to be like, hey, I want 40, and then they're like, oh, go down to 30.
Daniil just got paid 35.5 as well this offseason. Like it's not like these deals got done again years ago. Like these deals just got done, so that means that's what the market's at, 35 million. So if I was Brad, I'd say, here's 35.
Yeah, that I think that's fair. 37, 4 years, get him for 6 years. I don't think the injury's holding it up as much. I don't think they're too worried about it. I think it's more probably the number, to be honest with you. Which you should aim high if you're Aiden's agent, of course. You should aim high. See where you go from there. Hopefully it gets done soon. I saw Easy put out like expected soon. Shout out to Easy. I don't know what information he's got. Maybe
I think he just put that out because of what happened today with the guard in Kansas City getting paid. And
tell us something. If you heard something, please tell us.
No, I think it was just the deals getting done.
Because there's still other guys that want money. So see how that one goes. But training camp is this week. Anzalone, still don't know if he's reporting. Still don't know what's going on with Tate Ratledge. But I'll tell you this, speaking of Tate Ratledge, these rookies, I think are going to be a big, we didn't even talk about it yesterday, big storyline in training camp. Absolutely massive storyline in training camp. You have your first rounder, Tyleik Williams, who was, he was slow at OTAs. They didn't rush him into it because of the Ohio State season. It was long. They won the national championship. But you're going to see Tyleik unleashed. Okay. You're going to see this dude in pads. And you're going to see what they see in him when they drafted him 20th overall. So let's just start with Tyleik, what to expect out of a guy like that, because I think he's probably we talked about the whole overdrafted thing. We're not going to go down that path again. It is what it is. They took him. All right. Brad obviously loves him. But with Aleem McNeil not there, looking at who they got at defensive tackle, they got some guys that are decent players, decent to good players, like DJ Reed, a reader. And then you have Levi Onwuzurike. Okay. Josh Pascal's probably more so playing that edge spot. Broderick Martin. We'll see if he makes it through. Rory Lopez, people like that. But Tyleik, Mekhi Wingo, another one. He's going to have an opportunity here. All right. Especially with an offensive line that isn't as strong as it was last year, to go out and make plays. So I'm fired up to see Tyleik, man. I haven't really gotten to see him yet now in this NFL version, because they brought it up. I think it was Brad actually, and Tyleik mentioned it too. Aleem McNeil, when he was coming out of college, he was a nose tackle and he lost a lot of weight and took that next step and he slimmed down. Tyleik is basically already slimmed down. I mean, he went through this in college. So he's not a finished product, but in terms of what the shape he's in excellent shape. So I think I think he's going to hit the ground running. Tyleik.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you with the Tyleik. I don't know if it's going to be like right away you're going to get a ton out of him. I'm interested. I think it's the same thing with any rookie. Like you do have to like get your feet wet a little bit, and you got to be able to go through that. But I think once he does get his feet wet and he gets a feel for this thing, I think Tyleik's going to have a good year. The one thing, the storyline with rookies, and especially the first couple, you're talking Isaac and them. Are we just talking Tyleik right now?
Talk about anyone. I brought up Tyleik because the guy to watch.
Just my biggest thing is this Tate Ratledge situation.
Yeah.
That's my biggest worry going into this week, because obviously the Chargers had their second round not show up, and this whole second round pick thing going on with the guaranteed contracts. And they've obviously, all of their agents and all of them have spoken together, and they're like, hey, no one's showing up unless a team's doing it. I'm at the point, if you're Brad Holmes and the Detroit Lions, you're one of those teams that just give in and pay the money. It's like a $6-7 million contract. It's not like and I'm not talking about a year. I think that second round is like $6-7 million over the 4 years. So at the end of the day, it's just pay the money. This guy he's going to be a starting offensive lineman, whether it's your center or your guard, at some point over the next 4 seasons, and you are going to have to lean on him heavily. You need to just get this guy paid. Like if you really are if Brad Holmes is as good as drafting as he says, Jeff, or we all say he is, you would think that Tate's going to be that dude. Get the job done. Pay the man. And make sure he's there day one. Because they report tomorrow. If Tate Ratledge isn't there tomorrow, I think that's a big loss for this Lions team. And I'm not, whether he shows up or not, just missing out. Like this is a rookie to start, like where you need him to start for you. and you're trying to win a Super Bowl. Yeah, and you want to win a Super Bowl, and you're starting rookie offensive lineman, the heartbeat of your football team, is missing snaps, valuable reps. Shouldn't happen. Like it just should not happen. So I hope that something's done in the next 24 hours, to be honest. I really do, man. I'd be disappointed if there's not something that comes out that shows that he signed his deal.
I'm with you on that. I think Tate Ratledge, that situation needs to be taken care of.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed money, man. What's his whole contract worth?
Let me look it up. NFL second round contracts. Let's see what they're worth.
What is it worth? Just guarantee it. And it's not like it's not
$7 million or something. I don't know. I don't know the exact price.
Guarantee it. The guy
says $6 to $9 million is the second round deal. So I'm guessing $9 million is like
no matter what it is.
33.
Yeah, he's higher. Yeah, he's probably higher on that list if he was drafted in the 30s or 40s. Where was he drafted? 30s or 40s? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Guarantee the contract. Guarantee the contract. He's going to be a starter. He is. Whether it's center or guard, he's going to be massively important.
57th. I mean, his deal is probably $7 million, $8 million, if that. You just pay the money.
Yeah, it's even cheaper then. Yeah, just guarantee it. I mean, come on. You're going to have more teams caving in, and most of these guys are going to get. Yeah, they're all going to get guaranteed contracts. It's where the league's going to head anyway. So just do it.
Eventually you're just going to be like, screw it, we'll give him the money. Why not just do it now so he doesn't have to miss? Like, it's going to happen.
He's got a massive amount of leverage. I mean, he does. It's not like they drafted him as a developmental piece and they're like, we don't really need you this year. No, he's going to start. So please just extend the guy, man. Get that over with. But I'm excited for Tate. I think I want to see really how early they throw him into the fire at center. That's really the big one for me is like, do they just start, like Jeremy mentioned yesterday, does he just play center right away? Or does he maybe play some guard to start? Because I remember was it Dan or what Brad mentioned? Dan might have said this at the owners meeting. And I think Brad might have said it after the draft. I don't know which, I know Brad said it, but they were telling guys to play out of position and stuff like early. And he's like, we kind of learned that, you want to keep them comfortable. I think it could. Yeah. That obviously isn't going to be the case every time, especially if you see a player playing a position full time. You could be like, well, you're just going to play it and just play it forever. But it makes me wonder, like, do they keep Tate where he's comfortable, or do they just say, hey, man, play center and figure it out? Like, I don't know.
I wonder if that was for the whole team or not, because like I think that like that was like the Gio question.
Like Gio. They did that with Ennis too. Remember, Ennis was like he could play slot. It's like we play nickel. It's like just he's an outside corner. Just play outside corner. Like,
I think you just throw him at center. I'm stuck on the throw him at center and just that's your starting center for the next 10 years.
Yeah, if you're gonna make the move, I guess. Despite what I think, probably smarter just to do it right away.
Yeah. Like because then Graham gets comfortable wherever he's at, and if he's gonna be calling out different blocking schemes, different things like that, and audibles. You have Graham just kind of already getting used to it and repping that thing out early.
I think he'll get it pretty quickly. I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, Graham. What are your? He's a whole nother one. But yeah, go on. What were you gonna say?
I was just asking, what are your thoughts on Isaac Tesla? I'm genuinely, because I did tweet out from our account yesterday, I think. If people like, hey, do you feel like Isaac Tesla could be wide receiver 3 by the end of the season? How do you think he looks in camp?
I think he's gonna look good.
You think so? Like, do you think there's a chance that people start to he starts making plays, especially when people, how it goes too, when like fans are at training camp and some guys, especially younger guys, start making plays. Everyone's, hey, he needs to start. He needs more reps. He needs this.
I think he's gonna make plays.
You think people are gonna start? We need Tesla over Tim Patrick? Yeah.
And the reason why I say that, we could talk about the trade all we want. We could start with the player too. Like, he's a good player. I mean, and we talked to Eric. Shout out, It's Too Easy, man. He was telling us he had a chance to kind of hang with him. Dude's got hands. I mean, he's got hands. I was not like I know he has hands, but Eric showed us he has hands. I mean, he's catching. I mean, just playing catch. He's making like the most ridiculous catches, just messing around. Like, I know he's talented. He's a hands catcher. He's got great hands. He's big, fast. He's got some athleticism to him. I just think early on in camp, he's going to be, in my opinion, I think Ahmed will be the darling as well, because I think he's going to make a ton of plays, and people are already like looking at that edge position and which we'll get to him. But I think Isaac's going to be, in my opinion, one of the darlings from camp. Like, I think you're going to see the Lions throw up some like catches of Isaac.
Those videos that they remember with JMO when they were putting JMO videos up, especially when he was kind of suspended those first couple of games, and they were throwing videos up in training camp, and everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, Jameson Williams."
I could see it among the rookies. I can see Isaac being the guy that after camp, everyone's like, "Wow, they might have found the next wide receiver 2, or at worst wide receiver 3 for a long time." Like, I can see that. But here's the thing: even though people are going to demand he plays early, they're still going to lean Tim Patrick. That's just how it is. That's
the one that's just so interesting to me, because I love Tim Patrick. I think he's really reliable. But like, even when I ask you and when I have conversations with people, fans, it's like Tim's very reliable, but it's not the Tim Patrick of what, 21, 22, 2022. Like, and maybe it's because of his role or whatever it is. But if you get a younger guy in here with Isaac Tesla and he's like, "Hey, this guy's legit," I think you make that move quick. And then I think it's a good thing. That means you have 4 like legit wide receivers that can go out there and compete with you.
Yeah, they have a receiver, the competition for wide receiver 3. It's not even just like the talent, it's the build. Like, Isaac Tesla he's played the slot, but he can play outside. Like, he can do exactly what Tim Patrick essentially can do. I mean, he's a good blocker. He brings a lot to the table. I just don't think they'll favor him early, but I wouldn't be shocked by the end of the season if you start seeing more Isaac Tesla out there. I could see that, especially if he's more developed than people think. I think he has a lot of tools. I don't think he could have displayed them at Arkansas, but with this team, with all the weapons they have and the talent, I think you'll see that. You'll see him translate to the league a lot better. I mean, we've seen receivers, man, come out. I don't think he's going to be Puka Nacua, but Puka's like the perfect example. Like, Puka in college was like, he was good, but he had all the tools to be great in the NFL.
The thing that really like turns me towards that, Jeff, though, is that Brad is so good at evaluating wide receivers.
Yeah, that's one of his best positions to draft. I think you probably argue the best position.
Yeah. And the comment that he made, I can't remember the exact show he was on. Brad's been on so many shows this offseason, but one of the shows he was on this offseason, he's like, he essentially was just like, this was the best wide receiver I saw run blocking since Amon-Ra St. Brown in the draft. In like the last few drafts, he was like, I haven't seen a wide receiver run block as good as Isaac Tesla since I've watched Amon-Ra St. Brown through his process. By the way, just an update for the people with the All-Star game. Detroit Tigers led off the game. Gleyber Torres, and then second was Riley Green. Both of them struck out. Paul Skeens is unbelievable, dude.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, this guy, he might strike out Aaron Judge right now. Like, he might strike out Gleyber Torres, Riley Green, and Aaron Judge, like boom, 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 and then done for the day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, he didn't strike him out, but he's out. That was nuts, dude. This guy throws now Scoobles up, but sorry about that. A little off topic.
I did see someone brought up. I want to read this comment too.
Shout out. Sorry.
No, go on. Shout out.
I was gonna say shout out Ahmed's dad. Pops is in the.
Yeah, shout out. Always support
in the chat.
Thank you.
He reports tomorrow, Mr. Hassanin. Ahmed reports to camp tomorrow. It is officially go time.
Yeah, we're going to be covering him a lot. I know it. And Marcus Newsom says, Tesla is an insurance policy for JMO. JMO could accidentally get suspended or outplay what we can afford, but week 1, Tesla might not even be on the 53.
Why'd you pull Marcus's comment up, Jeff? Didn't we talk about this yesterday with Marcus?
I gave him another chance.
That was really? JMO suspended again? I mean, what are we talking about? Come on now.
Well, I was with him at first, and then he lost me with that, and it really not make the 53. Come on.
This guy just keeps saying no one's making the 53.
I mean, how many receivers are you keeping?
You keep 5 or 6.
Yeah.
That's it. 6
Amon-Ra.
max.
Amon-Ra, J-Mo, Tim Patrick,
Khalif.
Raymond, Isaac Tesla, and Dominic
That's
Lovett.
probably it.
He'd probably be like the one.
I think you keep 5 actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have to keep. They can't just. I mean, who are they bringing in at receiver? Juwan Jennings.
Cut. Who did he say cut? J-Mo?
No, Isaac.
Oh, there's no way he gets cut. You don't spend three third-round picks on a guy just to cut him. That's unbelievable. Marcus, there's no more Marcus comments allowed on screen. He's banned for a week.
Shout out D-Ray. He says, you think Alex will be back soon? And how about Tate signing soon? Do I think Alex will be back soon? That one, that's the $1 million question. If he plays or if he participates in training camp, I don't know. I don't think I think it's good for him to be there, especially with Kelvin. I think he'll be there. My guess is Alex will be there. He'll be a pro. If he isn't, I can't completely blame him, but I think he'll be there. And then I think Tate gets a deal done very soon. So that's what I think. I don't know if you agree with that, Boone, or not, but
yeah, no, I mean, I think both of these deals get done in the next week. I said it the other night on a show. I said I think the Tate stuff, I would hope that they're smart enough in that building just to get it done and just say, here's the money. And then I would hope that somehow, some way, Alex Anzalone is there when the vets report. I really hope so.
Before we talk more training camp, I do have to tell you about the sponsor of the show. So allow me to do that really quickly by telling you about Comer and Cross. So let me tell you about them, guys, because it is summer and it's time to get work done. I know you guys see all the construction outside. So why not get a little bit of construction on your own home, on specifically your crack-stained garage floor, which you probably stare at and hate. So contact Comer and Cross during their summer installation sale, because right now, during Comer and Cross summer installation sale, they're offering 12 months, same as cash, or $500 in savings. Call the number 248-834-3488. They transform patios, pool decks, basements, even driveways, and they move the stuff out for you. They'll repair the cracks and pits before applying your stunning new floor. So again, call the number 248-834-3488 or book your free estimate at comercross.com. Tell me, friends, over at Crunch Time Sports. Crunch Time Sports. All right.
See it right here?
Yes. That is exactly why. In your opinion, though, aside from the rookies, I asked Jeremy this question for the rookies, but in general.
Yeah.
And we can even stick with, if it is rookies, then bring it up. What do you think the biggest post-training camp storyline will be?
Post-training camp at the end?
Yes. Not like things to pay attention to like we talked about yesterday, but things that you think will be the most trending post-training camp.
Oh, that's a great question. Wow, what a question. I mean, I think the biggest thing, and I'm going to actually, I hate to do this because I did it yesterday and it was going into training camp, the storyline. I think my storyline stays the same. I think it stays consistent. I think it's the offensive line. I'm
good or bad?
I don't think it's either. I think it's a question mark. Like, I think going into week 1, training camp's done and you have, I guess that's not a good one because I think there's just a big question mark on it. And I think once going into that Green Bay Packers game, you're just sitting there going, no one knows what's going to happen. And I don't think anyone's going to know until when we're sitting down, Jeff, doing our first watch party of the year. And maybe they ask Dan. I don't think Dan's going to tip his hand and show his cards to Matt LaFleur. I don't think we're going to know who the starting center, right guard, and left guard is potentially, like, locked in until we walk into week 1 and we're sitting down for the watch party, like, who's out there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people get the beat writers get to see reps out there, but I got a feeling that this thing's going to move around, and then come week 1, it's going to be, all right, we finally know. And I think that's going to be the biggest question. Like I saw today, Peter Schrager do the biggest storylines of the year, and the one thing that he said is Jared Goff post Ben Johnson. I disagree. I think the Lions going into week 1, I think it's just, is this offensive line top 10 in the NFL? Because if it's not top 10, this offense is going to look a lot different. And I don't think we're talking about it enough. This is literally, that's the heartbeat of your team right now, is the offensive line. And it is a whole new
They got
makeover.
younger.
And you could say, well, you still have Penei. Penei got
younger.
And you could say, well, you still have Penei. Penei is one of the 5, right? So it's a whole new makeover of an offensive line. And this is an O-line that was supposed to be a top 5 for the next 3 years with Jared Goff. So I think that's the biggest storyline after training camp. And I think throughout the whole training camp, that's going to be the biggest question. You could talk about, I said it yesterday, you could talk about the edges, corners, the coordinators. You could talk about all of that. I think every single thing falls back on what does it look like at center with no Frank Ragnow, and what does these 2 guard spots look like? How is Graham Glasgow holding up? I think that's like the bottom line of this ball club going into this year.
I mean, I think the offensive line is going to be the talking point because of because of a lot of things, because it's the identity of your team, because how important it is to any quarterback, and you have a quarterback playing at a high level, so it's going to matter even more. And because they invested so much into it through the draft. I mean, they drafted 2 guards, and they have a Giovanni Manu developing, and he counts into that storyline, by the way. What does he look like? And also Taylor Decker, all the injuries he suffered last year, or playing through an injury last year. And what does he kind of look like? You know, does he look better? He's not getting any younger, but is he fully healthy? Does he look good out there? Obviously, Frank Ragnow, what does his offensive line look like post Frank Ragnow? Like, that's definitely going to be a storyline. I think another storyline to pay attention to be honest with you. There's 2 I have in mind. 2 players, different sides of the ball. I think the big one for me is Jameson Williams. I think you're going to see, it's going to be a lot of pro JMO. I think JMO is going to make a ton of plays. And then people are going to start having that conversation. How big of a year is Jameson Williams going to have? Is it lead the Lions in receiving yards type of year? And I would disagree with that. But I think it'll be that type of excitement from JMO. I think JMO, this is the time where he'll just burn every corner that tries to guard him. And he's going to make a ton of highlight plays. He did that last training camp. And I think this year with John Morton, how much they've been talking highly about JMO. JMO seeing all these receivers get paid and get bags. His teammate, who just got paid not too long ago, I think JMO's going to be dialed in. Absolutely dialed in. He's been posting some cryptic stories lately.
Yeah, he has actually. He's been putting some stuff out there.
Yeah, he is. I think he's going to go out there and absolutely tear up training camp. I think he's going to cook every DB in his way. So I think by the end of it, the conversation is going to be, how big of a year will Jameson Williams have? And there's just no way the Lions are going to be able to pay this guy. Like he's
there's zero chance. There's just I'm with you on that. I don't think there's I think Lions fans need to prepare themselves today, like now. Be ready that JMO won't be a Lion.
Massive.
It's either that or it's the franchise tags we talked about.
Well, who was out getting reps with him? Jared Goff, right? They had Amon-Ra out there. They had who else? JMO. They had Tim Patrick. They're working. So
I don't know. I don't like the fact Isaac Tesla wasn't out there.
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's just like a vet thing. You know, they're like, these are our reps. I don't
know, dude. If I was Isaac, I would be there.
But how many times did we see last year him and Jared not on the same page? I don't think that happens. And
no,
1,000 yards.
To be honest,
games.
There was halfway through the year, I think there was something that came out where those guys talked about how like Jared's like how comfortable he is with JMO. And he did have a big year, missing 2 games. I think with a full off season under his belt, and this is going to be like his first full season essentially. I think it's just the chemistry is there, everything's there. The only issue is how does John Morton fit in with this Jameson Williams situation and Jared Goff and like that combination. That's the only question mark with it. Is Johnny Mo gonna favor Amon-Ra? Is he going to favor Sam Laporta, or is he going to give Jameson Williams? Maybe he wants to give JMO. I mean, from what I've heard, John Morton's a deep threat guy. He likes big plays. So if you're talking about big plays, like that's your big play player is Jameson Williams.
What? Yeah, that's the other thing with John Morton is they're going to run the ball and keep that their identity, but he wants to push the ball downfield, but I don't even know if that's even like the right thing to do. Like, I mean, how about just get JMO the ball in space? Just let him
I think that's the biggest thing with him, man. Like,
get him the ball in space. He'll do it. He'll do whatever you got to do. I mean, he'll make you miss, but
was it crazy that last year, I think he only had 60 rushing yards? It feels like he's someone that you would be finding different ways like that. And I thought last year he was going to get 100, 150, 200 rushing yards because little jet actions, different things like that. I thought they would take advantage of it in his speed. But they didn't really do it that much as I was, I would think.
I think you'll see more of him running the ball. I mean, every time he touches it, it goes for a touchdown. So it's probably going to happen again this year. I will say on the other side of the ball, though, I think Jamel's going to be a big storyline. People are going to be hyping him up. And to be honest with you, I got to say this. I'm surprised you haven't said it. Jack Campbell. I think he's going to be a big one, especially with the absence of Anzo.
No.
If he's absent.
No. No. There's a reason I didn't say it.
Why?
It's an expectation for him. It's an expectation.
No,
it's not a storyline, nothing.
No, I promise you that it's going to be a storyline.
Hey.
You might be the only person that won't be surprised. Like not like if
you're I know what Jack Campbell is.
Oh my gosh. But the story, I bet you want to bet that after training camp, all Pride of Detroit, Sports Illustrated, Detroit Lions on Sports Illustrated. I'm trying to think of any other. M Live, Corey Woods, Detroit News, Crunch Time Sports will be talking about Jack Campbell making plays during training camp. Not that he hasn't made plays before, but he's gonna look like a matured, more comfortable veteran. Starting to get into that veteran, even though he's in his third year, but still, he's like, okay, the game's slowing down for Jack. That'll be the storyline. He looks great. So I think it's more relevant with Anzo too. Even if he's there, people will still be talking about the contract extension, but that's how they'll say it. Well, look at how good Jack looks. Maybe they don't need to re-sign Anzo. I can already see it. So Jack Campbell, he's gonna get it. He's gonna be a big part of that storyline, I think, when training camp's over.
Yeah, I think so as well. I've said it. I think at the end of the season, he's a solidified top 5 linebacker. But I do think it's a big training camp for him as a whole, just to see like how big of a step he's taken. And I think as well, I think one of the bigger steps for him to take is just like that leadership role, like that Anzo leadership role. And that's the one thing I think people be like, well, him in coverage. Yeah, there are things.
And interceptions.
Well, takeaways in general, like fumbles, interceptions, just takeaways in general. But I just think for him, the number one thing that he needs to kind of get better at and work on is that leadership stuff and the vocalness and becoming like a great green dot. So if Anzo is gone, he's able to kind of step into that role.
Let's see. Alan says Jack has to become better to live where he was drafted. Cansey passed him with production already. We could have drafted Cansey. Wow. Is that Adam?
No. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, no, come on now.
By the way, shout out Caleb. He said unleashed. I was talking about Tyleek. Unleashed off what? Effing idiot. Iafrate's arguing. That's great. Let's see. Marcus, the storyline. He says Miles Frazier beats out Glasgow for the guard spot. That would be insane.
If Miles Frazier does, that'd be unbelievable. I don't know about right away, but maybe throughout the season. If Graham, you know what's actually going to be a problem for a guy like Graham is you don't want to get injured and lose your spot. I think that's a big thing because there are some good guards.
Is really good.
Yeah, there are guards that are really good behind you, and like that's a problem. Like, hey, Dan talks about all the time. Best player is always going to play, and if you go down and Miles steps in and he's like very good, and you're like, hey, we got to keep him out there. There it is. Like that's it.
Yeah, I don't think he beats out Glasgow, but if there's an injury, it would be interesting to see. Ben Blue says, who steps up as DN2 opposite of Hutch as Davenport goes down during the Dolphins joint practice? So yeah, let's not throw around the injury word, please. Can we keep Davenport healthy? But I will say, to your point, another storyline, Davenport. How does Davenport look? That's got to be a storyline, right? Like, they've been hyping him up. He looks in pretty good shape. It's got to be something people are like going to be talking about, positive or negative. So yeah, I do get that.
That's actually Jeff.
Davenport might be a big one. He might be.
We haven't talked about Marcus Davenport in a long time, and he's kind of slid under the radar. That's a big one. Marcus Davenport is a massive.
You could never talk about him enough, you know? It's just
obviously you can because we stopped talking about him for a long time. We haven't talked
shame on
about
us. I mean, seriously.
that needs to be one of the biggest storylines of campus market. Like there needs to be a magnifying glass on what's going on with Marcus Davenport.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that Dan came out, or no, not Dan, Calvin Shepard came out and was like, he looks like the best he's ever looked. Like these guys think he's like right now. And like Brad said the same thing on the Kyle Long podcast. Brad was like, he looks unbelievable. So
It's not just him though. I mean, Calvin Shepard, he said the only thing's health. This guy, he's looking good. You know, obviously you couldn't tell at the time. It's OTAs, but what Davenport are we getting? You know, that's a good one there. That's a good storyline to pay attention to. ETN says, I personally think the Ragnow loss is bigger than the coordinator change.
yeah, I think that's fair to say, to be honest. Do you think so?
I don't know. It's close.
I think the thing with the coordinator change, the problem though with that, like I could easily just convince you. The problem is like Kelvin Shepard has been in this building. He knows what the defense is. He knows everything about it. You're not losing, like, yeah, AG are losing AG, but you're not losing the structure of that defense, and you're not losing the terminology and all of that. John Morton, he built this offense in 2021 with Jared Goff, Ben Johnson, and Dan Campbell. You still have the structure and you still have the weapons of that. Frank Ragnow, you're not replacing Frank Ragnow. Well, you are with someone, but you're not replacing the level of play that he has, and you're not replacing the knowledge and the play calls and all of the audible, all of those different things. You're not replacing that right away. You're not. That's something, at least with like think about it too. Say Tate does step in. You didn't even have Tate under Frank to learn for a year. You had no one learning under Frank Ragnow. You know how big of a miss that is from this Detroit Lions front office, that you didn't have a center or someone in that building already learning from Frank Ragnow? You see what I'm saying? Like you had no one. Like you had to go out the year that you find out Frank is retiring, you had to go out in the draft to get someone. You didn't have him mentoring anyone. Like the Eagles, they went and got their what's his name? Why am I drawing a blank on the Eagles center?
Cam Jurgens.
He was under, and this was the conversation we had a while ago. Cam Jurgens is learning under Jason Kelsey for a year or two. And he got to learn and develop and just see how he approaches his day-to-day. I think that's the biggest thing is like day-to-day operations, sitting and watching film. How does Frank watch film? How does he look at these different blitz packages? How does he go about that? There's none of that with Tate. None of it. That's a swing and miss for the front office, if we're being honest. If we're talking about swing and misses in the front office, that's definitely one of them. So I do think that it could impact a little bit more than the coordinators.
If I were to, I will, let me add this too. If I were to answer that question, I would say because of how Frank Ragnow's importance, it's fine. You can lean. I don't mind that you lean Frank Ragnow. They're both significant. But the tough part is they both have unknown written all over it. You don't know how good Tate Ratledge is going to be. I don't know how good these coordinators are going to be. So it's just tricky. You don't really. It's a good question. They're both going to suck. So I do believe in that. Speaking of Jack Campbell and Anzalone, though,
you just say they're both going to suck.
No, I said the losses both suck.
I misunderstood that. My screen over here, I don't know what happened, but the whole screen just went full screen. I just panicked over here, so I was trying to figure that out. And then all I heard was, "That's fair. That is fair."
It sucks. I mean, it does. What do you think Jack Campbell would be ranked top 10 according to executives, coaches, and scouts? ESPN came out with their linebacker list. Where do you think Anzalone and Jack Campbell are ranked down there? Huh?
Where would I put him?
Yeah, where would you put him?
I would put him probably 7 or 8.
Okay. Well, I have the top 10 list. So let's find out if Anzalone or Jack Campbell made this list. Let's see who they have ranked at the top. Top linebackers in the NFL. Let's go. Number 1, Fred Warner. No one would disagree with this. Yeah, that is.
I think this might be the biggest one, Jeff. Remember how we have the highest and lowest they have on there?
Yeah.
I think that might be the. I don't think we've ever seen one like this.
Yeah,
I think it's always like 1 and 3, 1 and 4.
Probably Roquan was ranked 1.
Yeah, he might have been like 1 and 3 or something. I don't know if we've ever seen 1 and 2, have we?
Yeah, no, this is I don't disagree with them. I mean, these 80% of the first place votes. Yeah, Roquan. See, someone put him 1. That's why someone put him 2.
Oh, you're saying Roquan 1. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But look at his lowest ranking.
10 is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's going on with some of these lists?
But number 1 and 2,
yep, fair.
Agreed with that one. Number 3, Zach Bond. That's crazy.
I actually, Jeff, I'm going to let you go because I expect a certain take from you out of Zach Bond.
Like, I'll say this. It's surprising because he was unranked last year and he was just playing special teams for most of his career. But if you're asking me, did he play at a top linebacker level? Yeah, he did. He did. I don't know if that's what you were expecting. Like, I can't.
No, I just want you to be consistent.
Last year, he played like one of the best linebackers in the league.
I would just like you to be consistent. What was the last list we talked about?
Oh, a rookie. Come on.
No, I'm not saying a rookie. A 1 year. This guy only did it for 1 year.
A rookie.
For 1 year.
Zach Bond.
For 1 year.
But Zach Bond has been in the league he's 28.
He was a special teams guy until last year, essentially.
But we've seen guys that are rookies drop off. And
we've seen 1 year wonders in the NFL have one big year and drop off.
No, that's fair. That's why I told you, I don't have a problem with the 5 spot. It's because he's a rookie.
Okay.
That's really it. Now, if you want to use it to a 28-year-old NFL player, that's fine. Okay, whatever. You want to use that.
I think the argument could be made both ways. Like, why is he just now 28 years old having the year he did? Like, was it like just a big year?
Some guys it clicks at like he's had years in the league and the game slowed down for like I don't know. I mean, he's just a late bloomer.
You see what I'm saying though? Like, I think if you're like, hey, a rookie does it 1 year and then most likely won't the next year. I think it's the same thing where it's like with Zach Bond, like he really hasn't done it his whole career, and then all of a sudden, like he just does it and then gets paid, and everyone, it's like,
no, I get it. I understand.
More often than not, he's not as good as he was last year. So I think putting him at 3, and I think paying him all that money was a little like, I don't want to say premature, but do you see what I'm saying? Like, what was the most? I want to pull it up. What's the most? Like, let's. Tackles or something like that he's had in a season outside of this year.
Well, he wasn't really playing.
I mean, he's never had more than 30 tackles in a year until this year. Then he had 150, which is insane. But I mean, just putting him above some of the guys that, I mean, I know a lot of people like him. He had a great season. Great season.
Some guys are late bloomers and they, I don't know, years in the league and you just didn't get the right opportunity. I don't know. I don't really know. I think Zach Bond is he'll be fine. He's unproven. I get that, but he played well.
AG's Burner said LeBron James. What a nickname. Did you see that video I sent you last night? The golf video? That's like LeBron James recording your golf swing. It's the funniest. I don't know if we could play that on here. That is so funny, man. That thing had me dying last night.
It was so funny. It's hilarious. Shout out to LeBron, dude, getting into golfing. Number 4, Nick Bolton.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you could put Nick Bolton higher if you want to go Zach Bond lower.
Nick Bolton should be where he's at, like top 5 for sure.
Number 5, Frankie Louvu. That's fine. He's a top 10 linebacker. I mean, he's higher than that. He's top. I think he's probably around this area. Frankie's been balling. He has. I know he's been balling because me and Flannel used to argue about how it's like Frankie Louvu.
Yeah, I remember the Frankie Louvu conversations.
And now I've came around, I've admitted, like, I was, Frankie Louvu is legit. He's
unranked last year. There's a couple guys, like 2 guys so far in the 2 out of the 5 top 5 guys, Jeff, 2 of the top 5 unranked last year. All of a sudden in the top 5. And this isn't just like hey, who had the best year? No, this is like executives, GMs, and scouts out here and coaches like out here putting these guys in those positions. Like, that's crazy. That is nuts.
Well, Frankie got there. He's top 5. Number 6, Tremaine Edmonds, which, like, he's really good.
Yep.
Really good linebacker.
Fair enough.
Number 7, Levante David.
Fair. Levante's good, man.
Number 8, DeMarvion Overshawn. He actually balled. And he only played in like 8 games or something and blew his knee out.
Yeah, I think it was.
But he balled.
A rookie
Came out of Texas
last year.
Yeah, he was out of Texas. I remember actually there's some Lions fans who wanted him. I know Easy really liked him, if I remember correctly. It could be
13
wrong.
games, 90 tackles, 5 sacks, interception, a touchdown, 4 pass deflections, 5 tackles for a loss. Yeah, no, he had a year, man.
He is. I mean, that's again the rookie thing. I get it. If you want to leave him out, Boone, I'll give it to you. I don't mind it.
No, I mean, I had Jaden. I said Jaden should have been 5th last night, so I'm
saying,
fine
if
with
you
it.
think I should leave him out? That's probably what I should have said. Then that's fine. I will say he is a rookie. So again, he's coming off a big injury, but he did ball. Yeah, he did ball. I'd probably put another linebacker here, but whatever. Dre Greenlaw, number 9. Yeah, I mean, Dre Greenlaw's in that conversation. He's always hurt. That's really the only problem.
I mean, I don't know. How many games did Dre Greenlaw play last year? I want to see that because hold on. What's going on? That's the one that I'm a little skeptical where it's like he played in 2 games last season. He played in 15 the year before. Yeah, I don't know. I would probably take
injury thing. I'm not going to be.
I wouldn't put Dre Greenlaw in the top 10. I would not. Personally, right now, I wouldn't. I'm taking Dre Greenlaw off.
Well, number 10, Quincy Williams. He should be on this list. Yeah, he's an all-pro. He's played well every year. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
So
he was unranked last year as well. Or no, honorable mention. Mention. Okay.
And then he was the all-pro the year prior, but he plays at a pretty high level. Quincy's pretty good.
I was confused for a second.
Honorable mentions, Jeremiah Owosu.
No Jack Campbell in the top 10?
No Jack Campbell or Ansel.
No Bobby Wagner?
Bobby Wagner, Patrick Queen, Demario Davis, Matt Milano, Logan Wilson, Jack Campbell.
Jack, there he is. Respect. What does it say?
Huge and violent, better in coverage than given credit, but not great there. A key and diagnosed player, good fit for Dan Campbell. He's a riser, not sure he's there yet, but will be soon. Coverage wasn't all the way there.
What's so funny?
You just look disgusted after that.
Yeah, no, I think he should be higher, but you know what? Listen, this is one of those things, back against the wall. Man's got to prove it this year.
Yeah,
where's Alex Anzalone?
No Anzalone. Actually, TJ Edwards, I mean, I feel like he should have been honorable mention. TJ Edwards is really good.
He is. He's very good.
Some other guys that N'Kobe Dean, I know he's
Robert Spillane getting a RV vote, man, receiving votes.
Wow, no Anzalone? I mean, well, he was hurt. That's fair. He was hurt.
Well, no, so was Dre Greenlaw. He played 2 games.
Oh, that is true.
Dre Greenlaw, that's what it's like. Dre Greenlaw played in 2 games.
I don't know. Yeah, Dre Greenlaw shouldn't be on that list then. Dre Greenlaw shouldn't be on that list.
There's no, and even when he was healthy, that's like he's not like I get it. He's a very good player. I like to look at some numbers sometimes. He had 120 tackles in the back-to-back seasons. That's his 2 best seasons. Jack Campbell did that in his sleep last year.
Anzalone, that's tough. That's.
That is a snub for Anzo. He should at least receive votes. The fact he didn't even receive votes. I'm one of the guys that says Anzo's. I think Jack's better than Anzo, and you guys, a lot of people still like you, Klotz. Everyone's like, no, not yet.
Last year, I don't think he was. This year, I
obviously not.
Jeremy Reisman said it.
Okay. Shout out Jeremy, but is Jeremy like the
Yeah.
if he says it, it's true?
Yes.
Come on now.
I'm kidding. Shout out Jeremy. But Jeremy said it and I laughed because I saw you look at it. I was like, another person who thinks that way.
I still disagree.
Yeah, I think next year it'll be different. Or even going into this year, whatever you want to say. I don't care. But Enzo should have at least gotten votes. Like Ben Blue said, he's one of the more underrated players in the NFL. I think that's true. And I also think that Jack Campbell should have been at the back of that top 10 list. I think he should. You could have an argument for him. I do. I'm not saying it's guaranteed because I think there's other guys you might be able to make the argument for too that were honorable mentions, like Bobby Wagner.
Bobby Wagner should be on the list over Dre Greenlaw.
You could,
After
like Patrick Queen, another one. Dude, Patrick Queen's a really good linebacker. You got Demario Davis, Matt Milano.
Matt Milano outfit's crazy.
Yeah, but even the thing with Matt Milano, the thing that frustrated me is what they wrote about Matt Milano is he just can't stay on the field.
But Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah. So I think you can maybe argue Jack Campbell at that 10 spot. I wouldn't be upset, but there are some other guys. They disrespected some linebackers here. Man.
It is, to be fair, the linebacker position in the NFL might be one of the deepest positions. Because we've done a lot of these lists over the last week or two. Like ESPN's put these out, and we've talked about a lot of them. This is the first one where I'm like, at the top 15, 16, 17 guys, you can make an argument to be on that list. It goes deep.
It's kind of tough because they have 10 guys on this list. They have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 as honorable mentions.
There's never been that many honorable mention.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're telling me 20 plus linebackers, no Anzalone?
And that's not. Is that even talking about receiving votes?
No, didn't even include that.
He didn't even receive a vote.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're talking about he's basically the worst linebacker in the league.
So they're saying he's like top 40. He's like 40.
Yeah, he's like a top 30 to 40 linebacker.
They have, and this is crazy, and I would think Klotz disagrees. They have Robert Spillane receiving votes and not Alex Anzalone.
That's just disrespectful. At some point, it's just disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like at some point, we just have to be. It's just disrespectful. It is. It is kind of like what Mitchell Schwartz just did to Penei Sewell on Twitter. Did you see that?
It's disrespectful, man.
Speaking of disrespect,
there's nothing else to say about it.
We're having more of this. I mean, Mitchell Schwartz, who is was a very good offensive lineman, played for the Chiefs. I think he went to Central. Pretty sure.
Did he?
Schwartz. He did he? Am I stupid? No, he didn't. I'm stupid. I'm thinking of someone else.
You're thinking of the guy that. Well, there is a player of Central that plays for the Bucks right now. You're thinking of
another guy that
you're thinking of. He's like a Hall of Famer, I think. What's his name?
No, he played for Cal. But anyway, Mitchell Schwartz, very good offensive lineman. I think he's a former All-Pro.
There's like a Hall of Famer that went to Central.
Yeah, probably. Makes sense. He said this about Penei Sewell. All right. So after the executives couch with the same thing we just looked up for linebackers, they ranked offensive tackles. Wirfs versus Sewell. New King resides in Tampa. Lane Johnson getting better at 35.
We didn't actually go over the tackle list.
Yeah, I mean, I can show it. I can show it to like give you context. Like,
it came out Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, I can show where Penei Sewell's ranked on here just to show people context about why that Mitchell Schwartz threw shade at him. Not threw shade, but said some ridiculous things. Because Tristan Wirfs, according to the league, is the best tackle. According to execs, coaches, scouts. Penei Sewell's 2. So Tristan Wirfs is 1, Penei Sewell's 2, Lane Johnson's 3. That's the order they had it. So that's why Mitchell Schwartz then came out and kind of defended Lane Johnson, I guess, a little bit, and tried to kind of go at Penei Sewell's pass blocking, which I don't know. And I'll read that so now people understand the list.
Are we able to just see the rest of the list or no? Can we just see
Yeah,
it?
we can. I just didn't know.
I just want to see that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just want to see if like Taylor Decker made the list or
Trent Williams 4.
Okay, fair.
Jordan Mailata 5.
All right.
Rashawn Slater 6. Laramie Tunsil 7.
Fair
8,
so far.
Deion Dawkins. Christian Darrisaw, number 9. Andrew Thomas, number 10.
Wow.
Someone put him 1. Who though?
Yeah, it's probably a Giants exec.
And then you have Jake Matthews, Joe Alt, Ronnie Stanley, Colton Miller. Decker did get
Taylor Decker. Wow. Wow. He's always been underrated to me. Big, smart, very steady, good in the run game, and can handle power. Nothing flashy, but a very consistent player, an NFL personnel director. Okay. Respect.
I actually
over guys like Orlando Brown.
Yeah. Paris Johnson Jr.
Yeah.
Charles Cross. Yeah, it's pretty good.
There we go.
That's a big deal. Joe Alt. He's up there. He's on there with Joe Alt. Jake Matthews. But yeah, they had. I'm surprised. I mean, executives, coaches, scouts. They had Penei Sewell over Lane Johnson.
Yeah, and then they had Tristian Wirfs 1. That's something too. Well, I think we've always said though, Tristian Wirfs, Penei, and Lane. Like if you want to put 1, 2, 3, however you want to do it, I think anyone can make an argument for it. I don't think it's that crazy.
Yeah, I Tristian Wirfs is a beast. I mean, he is. He won. He was all pro at left and right tackle. That's insane.
I think he's the first player to ever do that.
Yeah,
Could be
that's
wrong, but
that's insane. I mean, I can't really argue too much with that. But Mitchell Schwartz then tweeted out this. He said, whoever is running Sewell's PR firm needs a raise. I don't care how good of a run blocker you are. Being an average or above average pass blocker means you aren't the best at your side or the second best overall tackle. Everyone is going to think I hate Sewell. I don't. He's still the second best right tackle. Now, again, right tackle, not tackle. To me, or for me, he's just not good enough to be getting the accolades and praise he currently is.
I have an opinion on Mitchell Schwartz.
What is that?
There's the whole saying, like, some people who haven't played the game aren't allowed to talk about the game. I don't think just because you played the game gives you the right just to talk about the game and for you to automatically be right. I don't. You see what I'm saying? And I think like Mitchell Schwartz is like, this is a prime example of it, where it's he obviously, 1, doesn't like Penei Sewell, or 2, he's really good friends with a guy like Lane Johnson. One of the two.
That's the problem sometimes with former players. Only thing I would say is there's a lot of guys that are elite at talking ball, and you love listening to them. There are some players that there's some bias comes out.
And it's obvious. Like, this is so obvious. Like, okay, I can argue Mr. Schwartz if you want to say Penei's number 2. But to say he doesn't deserve the accolades and the conversations that he's getting put into is one of the most ridiculous statements. That literally makes me think you should not be allowed to talk football. I don't care if you played the game. I really don't. Just because you played the game doesn't automatically, like, you could be very biased in these conversations because you played the game and you know some of these guys. But take all of that away, what you're saying, like, it makes no sense. Like there was a stat of Penei Sewell versus like every elite edge rusher that he faced this year. In each one, I don't think he gave up more than 2 pressures or even 1. There it is. Pull it up. Versus Montez Sweat, Penei Sewell, 35 snaps, 1 pressure. Versus Max Crosby this year, 21 snaps, 1 pressure. Danielle Hunter, the second highest paid edge rusher in the NFL, 20 snaps, 1 pressure. Micah Parsons, 19 snaps, 2 pressures. But Penei shouldn't be getting all the accolades that he deserves. What are we talking about?
I mean, this is a pretty impressive.
What are we talking about here? Like, don't tweet things out without knowing the knowledge and actually going in and doing the research. Like, I mean, what are we doing here, man?
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, I just do not care if you have, hey, Tristan Wirfs is one. Lane Johnson's one. Okay. But don't sit up there on Twitter and look like an absolute idiot and say Penei Sewell should not be in these conversations. Now you look like the idiot. You're the dumb one. You shouldn't be allowed in these conversations. Not Penei. You shouldn't be, Mr. Schwartz.
Do you know that
done
Penei
with that
Sewell?
guy.
Do you know that Penei Sewell in his career, he's only given up technically 1 sack?
But he's not allowed in those conversations. He's not, though, Jeff. Relax. Come on.
In 1,376 career snaps, he's given up 1 sack. Now,
What's this guy's name? Schwartz?
Mitchell Schwartz.
Do I have permission to quote tweet him and say just because you played football doesn't mean you're allowed to talk football?
Well, no, you can talk football, but it doesn't mean you're right. You can say that.
Where's this tweet at?
Doesn't mean you're right. Okay. I Penei Sewell, to even suggest that he's an above average pass blocker when he has 1 sack in his career. And I think Mitchell's defense was, the PFF grades. Mitchell, what are we doing? What are we doing? And by the way, I agree with this. I agree with JT Olson. Like how Allen Robinson ranked the Lions the best wide receiver duo in the league, like he wasn't teammates with them. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, that's bias. Like, that's bias. He of course, he was going to rank them the best. It happens with players. It does. Like, I don't even have a problem as much about putting Wirfs. It has nothing to do with like Tristan Wirfs or Lane Johnson. I actually think he's ranked probably fairly, like 1 or 2. Put him anywhere you want. But to even suggest he's he's an average or above average pass blocker, when that's just not the case. I mean, Jared Goff never has to worry about the right side. Rarely. Never does. So if you're suggesting he's average, wouldn't that mean he would have to worry about it? Or above average, he'd have to worry about it a little more than he should? Like, no, he does not have to worry about it at all. And he's probably one of the best run blocking tackles, which is already said and done. But pass blocking, he's very good. He's a complete tackle. He's one of the best athletes on the Lions. I mean, it's not like the guy moves like he's got his feet in quicksand. You know, he can move. So yeah, it doesn't. I don't get it. I don't understand why that was even like the point was even made. I don't. So Mitchell Schwartz, huge L.
Terrible L.
It's a massive L. You know what I mean? It just is. So
I think I hate this guy.
Yeah,
I really do, man.
This guy stinks.
This guy's the worst. That actually, that might have been one of the worst takes and worst tweets in all of history of sports Twitter. All time.
That's saying a lot too.
I get he's an all-pro, former all-pro. Cool, dude. You're good at playing. You're terrible at talking about football. Terrible.
Let's see. Nick P says Penei is a good pass blocker, not great, but good. Look at Wirfs' run blocking PFF grade. I actually think that's a good point. You know, if we're going to point out weaknesses, Tristan Wirfs is, his PFF grade, I think he's like 20th in run blocking, but he's an elite, probably the best, if not one of the pass blocking tackles. It's like, so when Penei is the best, if not one of the at run blocking and very good, actually better than, I don't know. I guess PFF grade probably not, but he's up there in pass blocking. He's not up there, but he's not. I don't know where Penei Sewell is on PFF. I don't know. That was like his biggest point. Is it that bad?
Who, Tristan Wirfs?
No,
I'm not sure.
Penei.
Penei?
Yeah, his pass blocking grade is 39th in the NFL. PFF, man,
but like what he doesn't give a sack up all year. He gives one up a year.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the PFF shit means. I don't know how to explain that one. 39th in the NFL, really?
I don't know what to say about this guy, man.
Really?
We got Jared Booner, Jeff Campbell in the chat now. This guy's just, we're just getting new names created. Ignore the comment. We're just looking at the name.
Yeah, Penei still has the biggest unit in NFL. No, shout out to you. Let's see. Nick P says Wirfs ranks 55th in run blocking. Sewell is the best run blocker in the league. It's the same thing. Yeah, 55th is crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so what are we talking about here?
AG's Burner says, I've watched a lot of NFL football, and Sewell's one of the few I've seen block 3 dudes on one play.
Obviously, the Mitchell Schwartz. Was that his name, Mitchell Schwartz?
Yeah, Mitchell Schwartz. Yeah.
Doesn't watch the tape. He just looks at PFF.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone watch Penei Sewell and say that guy's not good at pass blocking.
Yeah, that's why it's like so shocking. It's like just because you play, dude, doesn't mean your opinion is right.
Oh, that's funny as hell, man. Yeah, whatever. That's interesting. Shout out. Yeah, that's a shout out to Mitchell Schwartz, man. All right, let's get to around the NFL, Boone. It's that time. Around the horn, around the NFL with Booner. Boone.
Well, it's not around the NFL. I want that known. This is not around the NFL. Jeff just fumbled the massive bag there in the introduction. This is no longer around the NFL. This is around the horn.
NFC North.
Yep. It's around the horn with Booner. NFC North edition. Last week it was Detroit Lions training camp edition. This week it is NFC North edition. Remember when I said we're doing around the NFL? I'm going to bring topics to the table around the NFL, different things. Last week, like I said, Detroit Lions training camp. It was different surprise players. It was different matchups and things that I brought to you. You bring your opinion. And typically, if we have more people, it's around the horn, so you get some points. Hey, someone wins the conversation. But we're just going to go out and have the conversations about it. We're just going to do strictly around the NFL. One thing I wanted to do, Jeff, and I don't know if this is going to work and how we're going to do this. I wanted to do positions around the NFL, position rooms. So essentially, and we can brainstorm this. We can figure out how we want to do this. Let's brainstorm this. If I give you wide receiver, I want you to give me 1 to 4 where you would place each NFC North team within that position group. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. When I was driving today, I was thinking about how to go about it. Didn't know if it made any sense. So it's NFC North edition. We're doing position groups within the NFC North. This is around the horn. Jeff, let's start off with quarterbacks, NFC North edition. Give me your 1 through 4 ranked quarterbacks in the NFC North. And the chat, you guys go ahead. You guys can follow along in the chat. We'll read them off as we go.
I think this one should be pretty self-explanatory. I think this one should be pretty simple. How about this? Right now? As of right now?
It's going into the season.
Going into the season.
Jeff sake.
Going into the season. Jared Goff, Jordan Love, Caleb Williams, JJ McCarthy.
Now at the end of the season?
Jared Goff, Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, JJ McCarthy.
That was the same.
No, I swapped. I think Caleb and Jordan swapped by the end of the year. But that's how I feel about it.
All right, I'll say it. Number 1 is Jared Goff. Number 2 is Caleb Williams. Number 3 is Jordan Love. Number 4 is JJ McCarthy. I'm out on Jordan Love, I think. And the only reason I'm not putting JJ in front of Jordan Love is because JJ hasn't played a snap yet. I'll take Caleb. If I'm building the roster, say I'm going into a season tomorrow, I would rather have Caleb Williams than Jordan Love. I really would. I don't know if you. I would rather have Caleb Williams.
I agree.
Personally,
I agree.
So
I don't want to say
I think he's better.
The only thing I disagree is I'm out on Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love's good.
I'm out. I'm out.
Really?
Yeah, I just the one thing I don't like with quarterbacks. There's one thing I hate and love with quarterbacks: consistency. He's the most inconsistent quarterback in the NFL. You'll get like 6 or 7 good weeks, 6 or 7 bad weeks. I don't think you can win, and you can have a good ball club with a quarterback like that.
I think by the end, as Caleb gets used to Ben's system, I think by the end of the year you'll have. That's why I didn't put him there right now. New system, but I don't hate it. I mean, I think he'll get there. So you're just saying he's there already. I mean, I really don't mind it. Now, what do you think, JJ? You guys have already said it. JJ by the end of the year, you and Klotzy.
Yeah, I think JJ is going to be. I just think the position he's in with the Vikings. I just think that alone
Puts him where?
3.
And Jordan's 4.
Yeah.
All right.
The thing too, by the way, too, ETN said Caleb was also inconsistent. Caleb was inconsistent with like a trash offensive line and no offensive minds in that building. So that's the inconsistency with Caleb. Jordan Love has Matt LaFleur, and he has an offensive line, and he has weapons. He has it all. Josh Jacobs.
Wow, that's interesting. I love that. I love this.
I've been saying this about Jordan Love and Caleb Williams.
Well, not the Jordan Love stuff, but the Caleb Williams thing. I like.
I've said, you cannot. I've been with you on that. All right, next position group. Let's go to a similar one offensively. Let's go the running back rooms. Give me your 1 through 4 in the NFC North of running back rooms.
So I'm going to go Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears.
Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears.
But
I think that's how it actually should be.
Good backs, man, too. But Josh Jacobs is so good. You got to put him up there. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that. Josh Jacobs is probably the second best back in the division.
Yeah.
And then D-Mont. Yeah, I like that.
I'd probably go Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears. Bears got the worst running back room. That's it. That's all there is.
I like that order. That's probably my exact order. Lions, Vikings. Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears. Yep. That'd be my 4. Don't
sleep on Jordan Mason too with them Vikings. I think he'll be. Solid.
Yeah, he was decent when he took over in San Francisco, dude. That he had a couple big games. Wide receivers, 1 through 4, NFC North.
I'll go. I want to give the edge to the Lions, but just because of the depth. But it's like JJ makes a case just on his own. I'll go Lions. I'm going to go Lions and then Vikings because of I think J-Mo and Amon-Ra together better than maybe Jordan Addison right now. Jordan Addison just got in trouble, so he's going through a lot of shit right now. Justin Jefferson's so good, though. I got to go. I'll go Vikings. I'll give it to it's Justin Jefferson. Vikings, Lions, Bears, Packers. I get the Bears the nod. I mean, we're just wide receivers, right?
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one.
What do you...
Give me the Lions number 1, man.
Yeah.
I'm taking Amon-Ra and J-Mo over Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson personally. And Tim Patrick. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe that's a slappy take.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's just Justin makes it.
He is. He's the best in the league, him and Shamar. But
I get what you're saying. Like,
how much better is J-Mo than Jordan Addison?
Like room wise, I don't hate that take. I don't hate that.
So I'm not saying Justin Jeff or Amon-Ra is better than Justin Jefferson, but you see what I'm saying out there?
Yeah. And even Nick goes, wow, Packers have dogs. I mean, like
they're just so that room. I would rather have the Bears wide receiver room. That's how I look at it.
Like you got a bunch. It seems like they got a bunch of pups. They got a bunch of wide receiver twos, man. You know, they don't have a dog. You know what the Bears got? DJ Moore. He's a dog. You know, they got Roma Dunze. Like, he's good too. You know, maybe he's not a dog yet, but they have a number 1 wide receiver. Who's the Packers' number 1 wide receiver? Christian Watson? He's probably a wide receiver too. Roma Dunze, excuse me.
No, you're missing Jane Reed.
Jane Reed, wide receiver.
Matthew Golden.
We don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
They don't have.
Shift got did say right there. They're banking on him.
They're banking on Golden. If Golden is the number 1 wide receiver and he's a true number 1, then that room looks way better. They just have depth. Like Dontavian Wicks, love him. Wide receiver 2-3. They just don't have they don't have no dogs. They got some pups over there. So, yeah. That's how I feel about the Packers, man. I like their wide receiver room. I like it, but for ranking it, I got to put them last.
That's fair. What other defensive line? This one's interesting. D line.
So
1 through 4 NFC North.
D line, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Vikings. Oh, that's. I'll go. When healthy, like healthy.
Healthy. Yes.
Okay, healthy. I'll go Lions, Vikings, Packers, Bears.
Are we skipping out right now? People are saying our stream's messing up. Is this real?
Let me see.
How are we looking in the chat? Oh no. We're glitchy. Yeah, like really glitchy.
A little glitchy. Yeah.
It's bad actually.
Let me see.
It's really choppy. Just another rat said a little choppy. It's real choppy, huh, boys?
Let me see if this fixes it.
The Purple Prince stream's goofing. Apologize, technical difficulties.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is new to us. I don't know if it's like what we stream on, or is it better now?
I don't know. We got to get that.
It looks better. Oh no, it's a little choppy. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I just ended it on Twitch, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But yeah, that's weird. Never had that. Never had that happen before.
Is it good? Should we keep going?
Yeah, I think we're good. Still choppy? Damn. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't say my internet's off. It doesn't say this must be like a program thing. Or YouTube. I don't know. Or YouTube. Let me see. I'll run a speed.
It's a joke.
Throw it up. Is it this? Let me see. Technical difficulties. Yeah, my connection's fine. I'm hosting it. I mean, but I don't know. It says my internet's fast right now. Try
this is not good.
We're still choppy.
Huh? Are we good? Are we choppy still? How are we looking?
It is still choppy on YouTube.
Really? We might have to give it a second because there's a delay. Michael Schwartz or Mitchell Schwartz is taking over. He did.
Yeah, dude. Maybe we should take back those comments. I don't know. Maybe he's just absolutely hacking us right now. I have no idea. It is pretty bad on YouTube right now. Let me see if it fixes itself. I don't know. That's on us, guys. I don't know. We've never had this happen. I don't know. Is it better?
Is it back? Are we back? Are we good?
Damn, that's
no. If you actually watch us, I don't know. Yeah, we still got 30 minutes left. I don't know if we just push through or what we do.
Oh, can't hard restart.
No,
the only problem is restart the stream ends. So we got. What
do we do here? It's pretty bad. I just went and watched it. It's like a massive delay, and it sounds weird. It's like Trey Emerson says, "Keep going." Should we keep going? In the chat, if you want us to keep going, throw in the check. Boys, keep going. I don't want to do a bad show where we could just restart it. We'll just 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We still have 100 plus people in here.
Hey, regardless of what happens, like AG Burner said, regardless of what happens, don't forget to like and sub the stream.
What's so funny, man?
Could be YouTube. Let me see. I'll look. I'll look right now. I'll find out. YouTube. Is it?
Swag and a serve.
Actually, video streaming is being reported right now on YouTube.
I'm gonna go to a different live stream here.
It says 47% of the reports coming in are live stream related. So I don't know if that's right now or not. But anyway, that's on us. All right. I hate when the stream's not good quality. So that's unfortunate, but whatever. If it's YouTube, if it's us, whatever the reason is, it is what it is.
All right. No, I mean, we could keep pushing if the people want us to. I feel weird.
Yeah, for like choppy and laggy. I mean,
we got to put YouTube videos up. If we, if people go back and watch it, I hate bad quality.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, me too. I don't want to push.
Or we could just restart and do 30 more minutes, but people are saying we're good now. Let me pull mine up.
Austin C, shout out to you, brother. He says it's YouTube, boys. Been happening all day. Well, that's good.
Oh, we're good. Yeah, we are good. It's good on my end. All right.
All right.
We just had to push through a little bit.
Yeah, that's weird. Whatever. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. But yeah, what was the question? I said the defensive line, and then we talked about lagging. Defensive line, I think I ranked them.
It was D line. Yeah, ranking D line.
I think I did Lions, Vikings, Packers, Bears. That's how I feel about it.
Bears last, you think?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you say so?
Because they have the Packers. They have the worst. If you took their DN1, they have the worst one.
Okay, that's actually fair.
I think that's good, but he's not as good as Rashawn Gary, Aiden, or Van Ginkel, and Greener.
No, that's fair. Their interior is really good.
Jarrett,
Javon Dexter.
Yeah, I think you could argue like Vikings won too, man.
Yeah, I don't think if you did do Vikings one, I think the one thing with me that really puts like the Lions ahead is I think you just have Aiden Hutchinson. You have a top 5 edge rusher, and I think that changes a lot at the end of the day. And when you do, I think that's a good point that you brought up. It's the top edge rusher on every team, and then you look at the depth. And I think when you talk about depth with DJ Reader, Lee McNeil, Tyleek Williams, Roy Lopez, and then you look at guys who have started in the NFL for the Lions. When you talk about like Levi Josh Pascal, Marcus Davenport, I think I would go Lions 1, and then Vikings, Packers, Bears. I like that.
Yeah, I don't see how. Yeah, I don't see how you can put the Bears anywhere before. I mean, I don't. I don't think they have a bad D line, but in the division, yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Anyway, we got any more? Is that it? Do we just go through it?
Yeah, I mean, we can end it now. I mean, I just had every position group, but I was going to go through it until the segment ended. NFC North edition was just ranking.
All right, you want to give out? You got a hot take for the people?
You can go first.
All right, so we got bold predictions, NFL edition. We've done this. We did this last week, and I gave out my Mike Tomlin take. How I think Mike Tomlin will be. It's his last year in Pittsburgh.
Yep, which I don't hate that one.
My next hot take, and I got to watch here because I've had some of these that don't age very good, to be honest with you. But in my opinion, my NFL hot take, I didn't want to say it. We're not allowed to do injury-related stuff. That's probably not good.
No, what? What? What are you doing, man?
Okay, all right. That's fucked up.
Jeez,
all right,
dude.
no injury. I had one. I called Christian McCaffrey's injury last year. So anyway, we'll save that. That'll be one we put in the back of the chamber.
Did you just say I called Christian McCaffrey?
I did call that, yeah. I told you guys. I said he's going to get hurt. I mean, it did. Did I not? Did I not on the show say that? And he got hurt.
I mean, buddy, we can't be doing that here.
Yeah, you're right.
That's unbelievable from you. Yeah, no, that's unbelievable from you.
Yeah, I wasn't rooting for it. Jeez. I wasn't rooting for it. All right. I'll give mine, and I've already kind of teased it. I think by the end of the year, when you talk about NFC quarterbacks, what do we typically bring up in the NFC? All right. We bring up now Jaden Daniels, Jared Goff, Jalen Hurts. What are you laughing at?
The fact that you were gonna have a hot take that was just we can't do hot takes for people injured, right? Like that's unbelievable, man. I've never heard someone on like any sports show just be like,
It's not
a prediction for the season. This guy is going to get brutally injured. Like that's unbelievable.
No. Brutally, you're adding the adjective to it. All right, I'm not saying brutally. Anyway.
That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen on the show before.
All right, let's just keep it moving. So when you talk about NFC quarterbacks, all right, you talk about all the guys I just mentioned. You Dak Prescott, people like to throw up there. By the end of the season, we're going to have a conversation about Caleb Williams. He's going to be he's going to be a top 3 NFC quarterback by the end of the year. I do believe that. You're going to have some real conversations, and you will have 2 NFC North quarterbacks in the top 5. Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
Who?
Caleb Williams and Jared Goff. There'll be 2 guys in the NFC North that are in that like top 3 to 5 conversation, and I think it's Caleb.
Quarterbacks.
Yes.
What about Jaden Daniels?
He'll be in there. Jalen Hurts. I think he'll be in there, but I think the year that Jared will have, and I think the year Caleb will have, it'll be pretty. I'm pretty confident you can win those arguments, especially Baker getting a new OC. Jordan Love, big question mark. He's usually in that conversation. Jane Daniels, he's still got to show it again, and I know Caleb does as well technically, but I love his situation, so I think he's gonna have a big second year. So Caleb Williams. He'll be in the top NFC North. He'll be in the top NFC conversation, quarterback conversation. I do. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't hate it. I've got one. I don't like the one that I have actually, because it's similar to last week's.
Well, last week, tell the people.
Last week, mine was Trevor Lawrence returns to Trevor Lawrence to stature to where
we're like, what's that even look like? Is that
well, that's Trevor Lawrence being a top 10 quarterback in the NFL with Liam Cohen as kind of at the helm of all of this and leading the offense and his offense. Yep. I think Trevor Lawrence returns back to where people actually have a legit conversation about him being in the top 10. Jeff?
Booner?
Can I basically follow up on that take?
No. Like, what do you mean by that follow up on that take? Are you just going to say it again and then add to it? If this was me, you would call my ass out. You'd be like, what?
All right, I'll do 2 then. I'll do 2 then. I'll just have this one. I'll have this one just so I can get it out there. I just want to get it out there because if I already did one on the same offense, I'm not going to do another one. I just want to throw it out there. Brian Thomas will lead the NFL in wide receiver yards.
Oh, well, that's a massive one. Yeah, that's a good one. I thought you were talking about Trevor Lawrence.
Well, it was in the same offense, so I didn't want to.
Oh, I think Brian Thomas. No, that's fine.
Can I do that one?
Yeah.
I think Brian Thomas Jr. leads the NFL in receiving yards this year.
Oh, shit.
I do. He last year only had 133 targets, 87 catches in all 17 games, and he was 3rd in the NFL around 1,300. And yes, he was 400 behind Jamar Chase. But I think this year with Trevor Lawrence last year, like people, hey, this is crazy. He was 3rd in the NFL in receiving yards last year as a rookie. 3rd. And we talk about year 1 to year 2 jumps all the time. I think with Trevor Lawrence having that kind of jump back to top 10, Liam Cohen coming in, I think people overlook who Brian Thomas is, what he's about. This kid is good. He was my favorite wide receiver coming out of that draft class last year. I think he gets at least 1,500 minimum this year. And I wouldn't be shocked to see him leading the NFL in wide receiver yards in 2025. I would not be. With Liam Cohen, man, if you look at Liam Cohen and you say he has a guy in Brian Thomas Jr. who only had 130 targets last year, you're going to look to up that. You really are.
Agreed.
And if you look to up that means more yards for him, and he was already at 1,300. So give me that one. I'll save my second one for next week.
I mean, that's a bold one. So
Is it?
Yeah. Lead the league in receiving yards. It's interesting. That's something.
I don't think it's that crazy, man.
No, I mean it's bold. That's what it is. I got people in the chat dropping hot takes as well, or bold takes. Ben Blue, I think Bryce Young and the Panthers go to the playoffs and make a push for the NFC Championship. That's odd. That's a bold one. Bryce Young and the Panthers make a push for the NFC Championship.
That's something, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it would be even bold if you said
it's bad. I'm just saying that's bold as hell.
that's real bold. Because even if you said playoffs, I would be like, yeah, that's considered bold. You're talking about the NFC Championship?
I think they make the playoffs. I've said that before too. But push for the NFC Championship game. I'm gonna let you have that one. I'm not gonna join that one with you, but it's a good one. At Nick P, hot take: Brad Holmes trades for Donovan Peoples-Jones at the deadline again.
That would be unbelievable, man. Did they give up a third for him, or I can't remember what they gave up?
It was like a fifth.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was a late pick, but still, it was a waste. I mean, you wasted a pick. You wasted it. Wheezy D 313. I got Bryce Young having a better season than Jane Daniels.
Take it off. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
JT Olsen, Baker has another MVP year coming.
I don't
MVP,
hate it.
Like, what do you mean MVP? Like, MVP type year. Sorry.
He said another, yeah, but I mean, Baker's gonna have a big year. Did you see those jerseys that they dropped today?
Oh, the
Dude,
cream.
So nice, man.
Nice, yeah. Mm-hmm. It is. Real quick, I think Baker, he's got so many weapons. I'd be surprised if he did. But still, the only thing, the big question is, the new OC. But if he's good, then yeah, like you can throw him at, dude, he's gonna ball out. I don't know. I get it. J Melt's hot take: Matt LaFleur will be on the hot seat after the season. He's been a good coach, but has had 2 MVP seasons from Rodgers, lost 3 NFC Championship games, and isn't a coach to win it all.
It's a bold one. That is actually a really big one. If they miss the playoffs, there probably is a conversation. Maybe not like getting fired, but there's probably like, does there need to be a change in Green Bay? Like they just can't figure out a way to get it done.
Yeah, that's Matt LaFleur. That would be interesting if he's on the hot seat. Let's see what they do in the playoffs, because he did it with Jordan Love where they had that little run, lost to the 49ers, but it just didn't work out. Nick P says Washington about to take a step back. I mean, that goes into the sophomore slump thing. Purple Prince, hot take: Commanders missed the playoffs. Wow, 2 Commanders ones. Sounds a little bitter to me.
People think the Commanders are going to take a step back.
Sounds more bitter that they beat the Lions. That's right. But I get it. If it's a take, it's a take. I don't hate it. Austin, Hutchinson will have 18 sacks.
I like that one. I think he has 20 plus. That's just me.
Okay, fuck it. Let's roll with it. What's his over-under?
Don't care.
All right.
No, I don't think they released it yet.
Quality game.
All right. No, let me see. I can check.
Jahmyr Gibbs leads the league in rushing yards.
I will be honest, quality gaming, I thought of that one. That was one that popped up in my head and I wrote down. I didn't do it just based off of the weapons on this team. Like it's really hard. It's going to be hard for him to, especially with D-Mont healthy again. That one's a tough one. I would love it. That'd be sweet. I think he could if he was on a roster with a not a top 15 running back in the NFL, he probably would. But
yeah, that's the only problem.
I don't think he gets that many more carries than he did last year
with that offensive line.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they had Kevin Zeiler, Frank Ragnow. Like, people forget how good that offensive line was, dude. Like, they don't have those guys anymore. Not that Gibbs falls off a cliff, but, like, I'm just saying. Nick P, hot take: Cowboys win the East, Saquon gets hurt, and Washington misses the playoffs. Saquon gets hurt. Interesting. They're on a hurt.
I've seen a couple of. I've seen a couple of the Saquon gets hurt. This was me, Jeff.
Oh!
I wouldn't know. If this was me, I wouldn't have put that comment on the screen. Oh, Ooh. Ew. What a turn.
Let's see. Yeah, that's
Jeff, the Washington defensive line is worse. The secondary is worse without Chin. I think Debo causes. Nick P, come on now.
the Debo causes problems thing could happen. Where did Jeremy Chin go again? I don't even know. I didn't know he left. He's with the Raiders. You're all right. That's a good call. That's a good call.
Who said the Raiders?
No, Jeremy Chin's with the Raiders. He was on Washington last year. Had a pretty good year. And he left. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, Commanders, now they're expected to be good, so it'll be a little different. Ghetto Boy Juan, by the way, drop your mailbag questions too, because we'll start getting to them. Ghetto Boy Juan, mailbag, which defense would you guys rather have, Ravens or Texans?
Ravens, I think.
Yeah, I agree with
Texans are good. They have a great defensive line.
Actually,
good
no,
corners. Really? I think just top to bottom. And if you're talking about, to me, like, it's D'Amico Ryans, but give me John Harbaugh. Yeah, give me the Raiders, or not Raiders, Ravens.
Give me the Texans. I got Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson, and then I get Stingley.
Hey, good for you, man. I'll take the best secondary in the NFL.
That might be the Texans.
No, it's not. Marlon Humphreys, Jair Alexander, Malachi Starks, Kyle Hamilton, Nate Wiggins.
You know where they ranked last year in secondary?
Who?
The Ravens.
Don't care.
You know who was one of the best secondaries last year?
Who?
The Texans.
Don't care.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Stingley, Lassiter, and then they have the
Or give me the Ravens. The Ravens. I keep saying Texans. And who else? Who's that?
Hey, who picked off Jared Goff 5 times?
Jeff Okudah?
No, they have who's the safety they drafted last year? He's a dog.
Yeah, but he's no Kyle Hamilton.
No, but where's Stingley at? Best corner, arguably a top 3, 5, 4 corner in the league.
Top 4, but Kyle Hamilton's number 1 safety in the NFL.
Cool. Do they have 2 top 10 defensive ends?
Yes. Kyle Van Noy, who had like 17 sacks.
Oh my God. Kyle Van Noy wasn't even on the executive list. They didn't even left that off.
There's no respect. Neither was Chad Campbell. You just said today they disrespected Alex Anzalone.
I think you realize you messed up. I think you realize you just messed up.
No, come on, man.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's jeez. Okay. How dare you?
Oh.
How dare you, AG's burner? How dare you? Are you insinuating what's my alter ego? What does that even mean?
Hey, you're Jeff.
I'm just a liability on the field. Is that what you're insinuating? It's disrespectful. That is
disrespectful.
Yeah. Van Noy's solid, not elite though. All right. I'm just saying. All right. By the way, I do want to give a shout out. Phil says, how do we feel about Sam in the morning show ending a long run? I do want to speak on this real quick. Shout out to Sam Flannel, one of the hardest working, one of the best people in the space, honestly. I love working with him. We talk to him all the time. He's an amazing human being. So, and same with Kool-Aid as well. Shout out to Brandon.
Shout out both of them, man.
Yeah, he's another one, man. Those guys are solid dudes, man. So they'll be fine. I don't have any doubts that they're going to be just fine. You know, they're hardworking, they're talented. And congratulations to did they have they announced who's taking over the morning show?
I don't think they have, no.
But so shout out to those guys, man. I want to wish them well. I texted Sam. I'm going to text Brandon as well. But yeah, nothing but love with those guys.
They're both elite at what they do, man.
Yeah, nothing but.
I guess it's just at that point, you know what I mean. I love them both, man. I would say this. We talk to Flannel and Kool-Aid all the time. Still, Kool-Aid. I did socials with him at Woodward for the longest time. And Flannel, the conversations, man. I mean, he comes in our chat all the time, argues. Just some of the best people in the world. So they'll be good though. You know what I mean? That's part of it. All of that stuff's part of the business, man. And you just got to keep trucking, and they'll be fine, man. They're both very, very good at what they do. So they'll be good.
Hey, I got replaced by Terry Foster, and then went back on a couple months later. So yeah,
it's such a. I've learned in this business, it's such an up and down business, man, and things happen, and you just got to head down and keep going, man, and it'll come back around. It will. It will.
No, it's really not even like it's ebbs and flows. It doesn't bother me
for sure.
If anything, it just made me work harder.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Shout out to T-Foss, by the way. I was fine. I was like, you're replacing me with Terry Foster?
Okay. I mean, you really can't say much.
It's like
they're one of the greatest in the city. So
yeah, so can't be upset with that one. It's Uncle T, man. I mean, it's like I'm trying to think of like a good comp for that. It's like I don't know. It's like I was playing well, but then they're like, hey, we have a Hall of Famer behind you. It's like, okay, that's fine. You come in and replace me. It is what it is. Still had that chip in my shoulder, though. ETN Mailbag, biggest breakout player in the NFL this year. Biggest breakout player? That's a good one. Biggest breakout player. I'm thinking of a guy that stock is super low. That's where you go with the breakout player stuff. Like someone that stock is just breakout player. It's easy to go with a quarterback. Let's be real.
Yeah. I want to do like a different player.
Ooh.
I don't think the Malik Neighbors one counts.
No. I'm not going to take credit for this, but I love this one. ETN, you're spot on. Drake May.
That's a huge one. I actually have another one. Drake May is a great one. Another quarterback. And again, I'm going to pull you. Not going to take credit for it. Peter Schrager did it today. He did the top 5 breakout players.
Yes.
One of the players he did, you know who it was? Michael Penix for the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, that's another good one.
It's a good one. And no one's talked about Michael Penix all offseason. Me and you actually had the conversation about the Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix situation. I think they need to get Kirk Cousins out of there. I think Kirk Cousins watching quarterback, if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. He can still play. I think he literally, the craziest. I don't know why some quarterbacks do it. And I get it for him. He was like, at my point in the career, if I sit out, they just drafted a top 10 guy. He's going to take my job, which ended up happening anyways. But he gets hurt, doesn't sit out. And then all of a sudden he's playing bad because he has an elbow and a shoulder injury. But I think a healthy Kirk Cousins can still play. So I'll get that man somewhere to play. Let Michael Penix just have the reins without having Kirk behind. I think having Kirk behind him is always going to, until you move on. Yeah, until you move on from Kirk, I think you just have to let Michael Penix just take over and let Kirk go.
I think that's a real thing, by the way, what you're saying. That's a real thing.
Sure.
That's why you can't keep guys. That's another reason. I don't think it's the reason, because when you're a veteran and you get benched, you want to play, so you go somewhere else. But that has to be and if you're the GM, it has to be in your mind. It's like, we're going to really play this young quarterback with someone behind him. We just started like breathing down his neck, not in a bad way, but you get like after Patrick Mahomes replaced Alex Smith, it was like, all right, you got to move on from him. It's over.
Yep.
You're not going to keep Alex Smith there for, he doesn't want to be there, but that wouldn't even be a good idea. Just hand the reins off to Penix. Just do it. Penix is a good one though, man. He's I'm excited to see what he looks like.
Yeah, I like the Drake May though one. That one's really good. For sure.
Trying to think. If someone put Travis Hunter, that's a good, breakout player. Yeah, that guy's going to be a stud.
Kyle Pitts breakout. Wheezy D. Come on. We've learned that's over with.
No. I've learned. Okay. Because I've done this. I tried to. What did I said he'll have 7 to 8 touchdowns this year. I don't even think he had like 4.
I think he had 2.
Yeah.
I think, let me pull it up, because I think in the first week he had 1 or 2. I think he had a game where he had 2 in one game.
He had 4.
And you looked at us and you were like, oh, it wasn't even early on. He had 1 in game 1 versus Pittsburgh, and you looked at us, and then we got halfway through the year and he played Tampa and he had 2. And I think you sent it to us and you're like, only halfway through the season or something. He didn't have 1 for 8 games, and then week 9, week 10, he had 2.
Yeah.
That's so funny, dude. That's so good. What other mailbags do we have? Do we have any more?
Yeah, that shit, man. I can't even. Let's do Someone said do breakouts on both sides of the ball.
What do we do? Just
man.
offense? Yeah, I mean, you really got to look into it. It's hard to just do it off the dome. I would like. It's definitely a segment we should do, like our top 5 breakout players in the NFL, both sides of the ball.
Ben Blue says Mailbag. Who is more likely to be a one and done as a head coach, Kellen Moore or Brian Schottenheimer?
I hate to say, I think it's Kellen Moore. I don't think he will be though, because I think they know that they don't have a good team in New Orleans, so they're going to give him a chance.
You're looking at it wrong.
What?
Dallas Cowboys, who has the longer leash?
Yeah, but I think the Dallas Cowboys are good this year. That's why I don't.
It ain't about being good. John Jones wants a Super Bowl before he dies. All right.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with Brian Schottenheimer.
Oh, it does.
They're gonna make the playoffs and lose. He's not gonna get fired if they make the playoffs.
But if let's say year 2 they make the playoffs and lose again, he'll fire his ass.
But that's what they said, one and done. It says one and done now.
You're gonna give Kellen Moore. Yeah. Like I can see being like this guy's like if it's a disaster, I can see like Jerry being
agreed. Like, you know what? You're right. Yeah, you're right. The leash thing. Okay, you're right. Yep.
Like Kellen Moore, if it's bad, they're like, well, we knew it'd be bad. You know, like it's okay. You win 2 games. They draft Arch Manning. Let's roll back. It'd be great. But fair point though to what you're saying. Jerry Jones, he does hold on to coaches longer than he should, but I think his patience is running out. I mean, that guy, he's not getting any younger, old Jerry. So they got to try and win a Super Bowl at some point. Let's see. Someone said breakout player Edgerrin Cooper, Jared Verse Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Talking about breakout players. Chop Robinson.
Chop.
Tyrone Tracy. That's a ball nowhere pull, by the way. Purple Prince went out Tyrone Tracy.
In New York? Is he still in New York?
Yeah. That's a creative one. I like that. Breakout player Marcus Davenport, Levi Onwuzurike. Weeks D Mailbag. Who's more likely to miss the playoffs? Lions, Eagles, Chiefs, or Bills?
That's none of them will. I don't know if you could say who's more likely. Not one of them will.
Not will, but hey.
Not one of them will. More likely, I don't know, dude. They're all. Who would you pick? Yeah, like who are you picking on that list?
I don't know. Actually, that's kind of tough. I mean,
this is one of those questions that you get set up for failure, to where whatever you answer over the next year, Weezy D or someone's going to be like, "You said this team wouldn't make the play." I deflect this question.
Next question.
I'm only here, so
I don't know who's more likely to miss. The only reason any of these teams would miss is if there's an injury to their quarterback. So, yeah, maybe you'd lean like it would have to be like the mobile quarterbacks. I don't know. Someone just have to get hurt. There's no way these guys don't miss.
I'll say, even though I think they're going to go to the Super Bowl this year, Buffalo, because if Josh Allen goes down, their season's over.
They're screwed. Yeah, that would be the only reason if he gets hurt. Yeah. So I don't hate that at all.
And he kind of runs out of any of those quarterbacks. He's the one that's kind of the most puts himself in positions to get hurt.
Agreed.
So,
agreed there. All right. This is a good comment, actually, real quick, about that. Which of the teams is most likely to not win their division? I would say the Chiefs. I guess the Chiefs have the most competition in their division. So if you want to go that route, but there's no way they missed the playoffs, dude, with Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes. No way. And they got Spag still. There's just no way. 0% chance.
None of those teams missed the playoffs.
Yeah, there's no way. Appreciate you all. Good show as always.
Fun show today, man.
Sorry for the YouTube choppiness. We got through it. We fought through it. We dug deep. We were gritty. We'll be back tomorrow. The doc will be joining. So shout out to John Macroon. So tune in then. Talk about training camp. It's going to be information you guys want to know. Much love to you all as always. Become a YouTube member. Supports the fellas, and tell a friend to subscribe, because we are 14.1K. We're continuing to grow. I'm excited for the 15,000 subscriber stream. Maybe even 20,000. We're figuring it all out, icing some things out. We got big things planned. So hit the notification bell. You'll get alerted when stuff starts happening. All right. But until tomorrow, we will catch you again.
Love you guys.
Peace.